Here are an ex-Christian's ins and outs of 2026. This is life after leaving Christianity. Number 1 is changing your mind. You have full permission to believe something and then all of a sudden go, I don't feel like this aligns with me anymore, so I'm just gonna stop believing it. Even if you were raised on it, even if your whole family believes it, even if all your friends believe it, you owe nothing to anyone to keep believing that thing. So we come to the number 1 out, feeling trapped in a belief system that no longer resonates with you. A big example for me of a belief that I used to hold that I don't hold anymore was believing that you need to be married to have sex. And while it is totally fine to have that belief, I don't resonate with it anymore because for me, when you're thinking of spending your life with someone, you kind of want to know every single aspect of them, and unless you're asexual, the sexual aspect of a relationship is really important. So I feel like I'd like to know that part before I sign a contract that binds me to them for life, you know? It can be a big concept, but it can also be a smaller concept too, like going to church every week and life group every week. Maybe you want to go once a month. If people are going to judge you for that, that's on them. That's not on you. Number 2, setting boundaries. Some people are just going to be committed to misunderstanding you and misinterpreting you. And no matter how raw and authentic and honest you are, you're just always met with backlash or your words getting twisted or the whole lot of what that entails. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So our number 2 out is explaining yourself to unsafe people. In my experience, when I started deconstructing, I would have so many family members trying to make me think that they were a safe place. And I would share my heart because that's just who I've become, who I've been, and who I strive to be, is just someone who is very honest. But when I would share with them all of what I was going through, it would really only be met with circular reasoning trying to get me back into full Christianity and try to get me to see how I was sinning or how, you know, what I was thinking or doing was wrong. So 10 years later, I now have a pretty good radar if someone who's Christian is only interacting with me because, you know, I'm gonna be another win on their list of I saved this person or like I won them back to Christ. Because, you know, that's what I would kind of approach it as when I was a Christian. Not super surface level, but just like, you know, one of your core goals as a Christian, or the Christianity that I was brought up in, was to ideally have all my non-Christian friends become Christian because they're going to hell. And I feel like it would kind of be on me, if I'm the only Christian friend, if they went to hell because I didn't witness to them enough or whatever. So yeah. Number 3, saying, I don't know, without panicking. Basically, there's no right or wrong timeline when you're I can't even say it. Oof. I never thought I would make a video about deconstructing, let alone 3 videos on deconstructing. It's a lot. It's just like, it's heavy and it's emotional and it brings up, you know, it's heavy. And I know you know that because you're probably watching this because you're in it too, or you're getting out of it or whatever. So what I just said wasn't even that emotional, but it's just like, I don't know, the whole thing of it is like, it's just heavy. Anyway. You're not behind. Some people deconstruct their whole lives. Some people are still Christian and deconstruct, which I love. I do not consider myself a Christian, and I still deconstruct present beliefs that are not Christian that I have. You are allowed to heal without the urgency to replace or to... I mean, one of my biggest things was when I was deconstructing, anything that I was reading, I was trying to like loop back to the Bible and like kind of hope that it could prove that the Bible was real. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to prove anything, BTW. I'm just here to create a safe space for people who are deconstructing like me, because it's a lot. Like, there is no urgency to replace the beliefs that you are letting go of. Like, for me, that was a huge thing. A huge thing. And you don't need enough evidence to leave. You can have one thing rub you the wrong way and be like, I don't know if this is for me. You don't need a whole case study of being like, this and this and this and this and whatever. I mean, some of us have whole case studies of why Christianity is not for them. But if you only have one or two things, that is more than enough. Not knowing what you believe is not a sin. It is not bad. It doesn't make you any less of a good person. It's just raw human authenticity. I don't know. And 10 years later, I don't know feels really fucking good, because I don't know. And maybe I will know something about something tomorrow, but then the next day, maybe I'll learn something new that replaces it. I'm just so healthily detached that being able to say I don't know is the biggest, oh God, this is cringy, but blessing. Not in a Christian sense, just in the, like, I'm so grateful to be able to say I don't know. And it took me a lot. It took me a lot to get to that place. It took me a lot. So out is replacing Christianity with something else. There's no pressure, urgency, or need to at all. Take time to sit with just not being a Christian anymore, or not being the Christian that you were, or just not having the beliefs that you did, because that is beautiful, and you deserve a pat on the back for that. Number 4, thinking questioning things is demonic. I don't know, at this point, being afraid to question something, even if it's a widely believed thing, everyone in the community believes it, my parents believe it, my grandparents believe it, it's a red flag. If you can't question something, that is very cult vibes. I was watching a cult documentary the other day called Rael on Netflix. I think that's what it's called. And I was just like, dude, I wish someone would make one about evangelical Christianity, because there's a lot of aspects of it that are like concerning, you know? I know you know, because you're here watching this. Like, if something is off, then something is off. No matter if a Bible verse defends it, or your pastor defends it, or your youth group leader defends it, or whatever. I grew up as a missionary kid, so you have like, you know, the higher ups in the mission. Just because they are for or against something doesn't mean that you have to be. It's okay to think for yourself. So the out is treating fear like a spiritual warning instead of a trauma response, because when my little red flag started going up of, I don't know if I resonate with this shit anymore, I would feel really fearful, because I thought, and I was being told, like, Satan is confusing me, people get possessed because they start opening themselves to things like this, and it's just like, there is some off shit happening, and you are just reacting to it, and your nervous system is just very confused. So, just gonna leave that there. Number 5, the in is exploring different healing modalities and tools. We have breath work, we have yoga, we have tarot readings. I love tarot reading. Meditation, journaling, affirmations, cold plunges, hot yoga, screaming into a pillow, psychotherapy, a wine night with the girls. Like, there's so many other tools and aspects. Spoiler alert, number 5's out, is anything that isn't in the Bible is demonic or satanic or sinful. Like, just because it's not in the Bible doesn't mean it's bad. That is the biggest out. Like, if you like it, if you enjoy it, if you're getting something out of it, if you're healing from it, then go for it. And if you try something and you don't like it, doesn't resonate, just stop doing it. Because all of us are so unique, like what might work for me, I love tarot reading, I love meditating, I love having wine, I love meditative walking. Like, that does not mean that it's gonna work for every single one of you watching, because we're all so unique and we're all so different. So the whole expression of take what you want and leave the rest is such a valid expression, because one method is not going to work for everybody, and that's fine. That's great. At the end of the day, your journey is super unique, and you are super unique. You are so beautiful. You are an amazing human. And just because you're deconstructing doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. And it does not mean that you're alone, because I am right there with you. It ends, but it doesn't. And this is the exact type of resource that I needed when I was going through it. So I hope that can be what this is for you. If you want like consolidated stuff, join my free school community, SKOOL. I'll link it in the description below. There's more centralized resources and also a cute little daily tarot reading. Like and subscribe for more. Bye.